I might die. If I die, I should have been live streaming this so then I'll get 1,000,000 views. Idiot kills himself on a mountain. That would be the best.
Spoilers, I don't die, but I do get way out of breath and I almost lose my drone to the mountain gods of danger and self-inflicted idiocy. It's fun, let's watch. Look how beautiful that mountain is. You can't even tell. It's like, it's just cloudy enough and foggy enough and covered with, there we go, covered with clouds that you can barely see it in the background. It just blends in with the sky. It's so blue. It's what a great day. That's why I love this whole out west. I love Salt Lake City. It's like one of my favorite places that I've been. It's so great. All the people are so nice and most people are attractive. It's just fantastic. It's a hidden gem. Okay, so this is the mountain trail we're hiking today, Bear Canyon Suspension Bridge Loop. Please stay on the trail because there are bears in this here canyon. And we're off on the adventure of a lifetime.
So I'm sitting there editing a video, doing ATV, and I'm like, I don't want to edit all this video, that's a lot of work. And it's like, I'm not going to have it done by the time I have to get on the road tomorrow. So I figure I'll come out here, I'll film some video, I'll take you along with me. We'll go hike up the canyon and we'll see what's up. I made the costly mistake of wearing a heavy jacket. Even though it snowed a couple days ago, it's not very snowy now. You can take a look down there. Beautiful scenery. Gotta make sure I don't trip and fall. We're on the hike. We're gonna make it up there. It's 0.41 miles away is where we're going. So we'll see how long it takes. Got some friends over here flying a kite. It is kind of windy, but not really enough. Day 17. I'm climbing the summit. We've made it this far. I'm out of shape. I can lift heavy weights, but cardio is a whole nother thing. Here's the bridge loop. We're all excited to go. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited for this great scenery? It's kind of sunny, so I'm squinting. That's the goodest time ever to deploy the Air Force. Where's my clip? I forgot the phone that I use normally for the controller here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my normal phone. Thankfully, I brought the cable.
Mayday, mayday, we have lost contact with Nomadic Air Force One. No signal and no control. The drone is just stuck in the air out of line of sight. It's at this point where I started to panic a bit. I have a map of where the drone has flown, but it's a near vertical wall and I'm not that great at walking up a mountain, let alone climbing one. As I'm considering what options I can take, I start making my way up the wall where I try and get the signal back. This Mavic Air that I use connects with Wi-Fi, which isn't as good as the normal radio signal. What happened is I guess the mountains blocked the signal. Maybe there's iron or lead in it or something. I don't know. I don't know how mountains work and I don't know what's in them. This is all while the camera keeps rolling, so the footage is just hovering. Lucky for me, this drone has a cool feature that I didn't quite know about. If it loses signal after a set amount of time, it will raise straight back up into the air and go back to where it took off. I'm sure you can imagine how excited I was to find that out. This footage is really only interesting when you realize that it's the AI driving it.
Alright, well that was super spooky. I got all the way up there and lost signal, and I was like, no, I don't want to lose this drone. That's a lot of money. But luckily, it lost the signal and came right back home like a good little boy. Like a good little boy. There's a shadow. Yeah. So I think that'll be that for that. That doesn't make sense. That'll be that for today. If you are wondering, it's hard to get Wi-Fi signal through a mountaintop. Doesn't really work that well, especially when it's super windy and you're at a high altitude. So we'll see. Overall, good hike though. Good hike. Boy, it sure is windy. Well, I said that's it for the hike, but you know, my brother he went all the way back over to the bridge. So I guess we're gonna have to chase after him and go on the bridge ourselves and get some footage. It's beautiful, right? I'm all out of breath. I'm used to living in Florida. You know, we don't get a lot of these mountain things. Whew. Nice scenery though. I think we're almost there. You can see some flags down there and some kites. Look at that, isn't that pretty? And then there's some up here too. I can't tell if I'm getting it in focus, it's so bright. You see the sun right there, that's not making for good picture. We got all this stuff. It's nice out, I don't know if you can hear me though because it's so windy. We'll see. We'll see how many awful angles this setup gets. All right, well, let's see. I went like 5 out of the 50 miles that we were supposed to hike today. So, but I think that's gonna be it. My poor Florida lungs just can't deal with the lack of oxygen. I might die. If I die, I should have been live streaming this so then I'll get 1 million views. Idiot kills himself on a mountain. That would be the best. I might even have to bleep that sentence out because I know YouTube is gonna send their algorithm on and he'd be like, he's gonna talk about self-harm. All right, I guess we're heading out. You know what they say, it's all downhill from here. Beautiful. It's really, that's inversion in Salt Lake City. That's when like pollution gets trapped in the clouds because we're basically in a giant bowl, as you can see around there. So that combined with the sunny day lights don't make it an ideal filming day. I also want to remind you how heavy this selfie stick is. It's basically a whole tripod that I'm holding up with the Sony a6300, a boom mic here, everything like that. So that's one-handed. So that's a little bit of an extra workout that we're doing today. That whole drone incident reminded me, I was just with a client filming some video the other day, and I was supposed to be in the parking lot and film across this hill, but the hill broke into, and I couldn't get the Wi-Fi signal through the hill, so I had to jog up as fast as I could. Hey there. And I had to jog up as fast as I could, and just so I could keep the signal and keep filming, because we only had one chance to get that perfect drone shot. It ended up doing well, but I definitely need some more cardio. Very astute observers may notice that my demeanor and mood is much better on the way down than it is on the way up. I wonder why that could be.
Alright nomads, thanks for hanging out with me today. This was supposed to be a quick video to make, but it ended up taking just as long as every other video. If not even longer, since I had to sync up the picture-in-picture thing. You know, I just can't win. There's all sorts of cool links in the video description and more super awesome videos on the way. Thanks again.